Hi everyone, how you doing? If you know the things who happen before we go in live and all the fun we have. Anyway, we're gonna be checking that we are live in all the channels. That says that we are live. Guess, yeah, we are live, and we don't have sound, but the iPad says that we're still live. Great, we're showing both. How you doing, everyone? What a crazy weather! I was talking with Elba that a month ago we had below zero in Chicago. This week we were on the 50s, 60s, and 70s, and today we're in the 40s again. I'm too old for so many changes on the weather. Billy says, "Hello, everyone. How you doing, Billy?" And I'm gonna address a message then we have at noon that says trust. Who's to trust about the public image of an individual who is essentially unknown to you other as a public image? We are not gonna tell anything personal. We're not gonna talk about what is our opinion. We're not gonna be biased. We're showing that you can rate as a profiler everyone. Personally, I don't watch the show. Personally, I says to Elba, you know what? I cannot do the research regarding to the bio. Can you do it? And she did it. I'm not putting the guilt on Elba. What I'm saying is, I don't know anything about them. And I don't know what they're going through because all the material they try to see, the videos are so edited. There was almost impossible to do any body language or linguistic on the reading of them. Again, people were asking the same way they were asking about the royals, and I did some reading for some magazines and TV shows, and I send them to them the same way we do in the reading to them. And when we talk about trust, is because sometimes we see things so edited that we don't understand that the face is talking. So when we talk about guess who I don't trust in this picture, is what the face is telling us. So, Shivani, I hope you're here and you can hear the answer we're giving. Again, this is nothing personal. Both have done an amazing career that I haven't done. So it's not either that I'm jealous or biased, neither on the team. You guys send emails telling us to read them. So that's the things that we're going to be doing. Maylene says, good evening, ladies. Good evening. Garden Girl says, hi, ladies. Hi, Garden Girl. And I know that you guys are all over the world. So from some of you is good evening, for some of you is good night, and for some of you is good morning. So Christine says, hi. Mary Rose says, hi, all. Hi, Christine. I hope you have the answer on the email that you sent me this week and you're getting better. I know you have a surgery and you're dealing with a lot of pain. I twist my arch and I'm a lot of pain. I cannot imagine after the surgery you have. David says, hello, ladies. Hello, David. Mary Rose says, good afternoon. So you are on the same time zone. We're in the central time zone. So for us, it's 4 p.m. Christine said, thank you. Yeah, I went through a surgery in my neck, so I know what is pain. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi. Hi, awesome being here. It's awesome to see you. And this is going to fall in your niche. We're going to talk about couples. And my name is Susan Ivitz. I'm a human behavior hacker, and people hack computers. I hack humans, and I've been called last year the human polygraph. I don't know if believe it or not, but I think it's a fine title. Elba, introduce yourself for the people who doesn't know you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Elba Uribe. I'm a human behavior hacker too, and I am the CEO of Latin America.
She's the one she's the boss for the ones who speak Spanish. So yes. Let's start. And I know this is going to be controversial, and I talk about like we should do it or not, and like what the heck. Let's read what we see on the face. If we can manage a hostile negotiation, we can manage people attacking us. So again, this is not personal. You can agree or disagree. The final opinion, it's gonna be on you. Made it. Hey, hairdresser, you made it on time. Good to see you, girl. Okay. Guess who I don't trust in this picture? Kanye West and Kim Kardashian. But before we are going to their stories, before we go into the faces, we're going to talk about a little about the story. Elizabeth says, I'm learning to look for you on LinkedIn. I was over on Facebook. I didn't see this over there. I don't know what is going on with Facebook. I don't know. I'm checking on Facebook and it says that we are live in Facebook. So I don't know what to tell you. Facebook is going to drive it as crazy. So we don't know. Last week, we couldn't go live on our Facebook group because we couldn't connect. So we don't know. We have our technical people like erasing accounts, putting back. No idea. Facebook apparently has some problem with the stream. Elizabeth says controversy is always good. Like, yeah, but we are not here to be fighting with people or saying things personal. We saying what we read the same way they happen with Bachelorette, that we says this is not going to work for that reason, and we're going to show what are the main reasons why this couple may be breaking. They filed for divorce, but it's not going to be the first time that somebody filed for divorce. Mary Rose says either. Elizabeth says, I don't trust Kenya. Don't be biased. Let's read their faces. Mary Rose says, both are crazy. It's what the TV show. And remember, these people is paying like $6 million, $10 million for a season to show craziness. If they don't show craziness, people don't watch the shows. So you need to be really careful, because I met and we had been in cases where famous people has been tell things on the media, and when we need to defend it, and when we met them in person, they have nothing to do with the persona they put. Caroline says, I don't go on Facebook too much anymore. Like, yeah, Facebook is driving us crazy. Elizabeth says, do you have a different Facebook group? Like, nope, we have the Facebook group and we have Susan Ivitz's Facebook, and we are supposed to be streaming there, so no idea. Glowing says, who I don't trust in this one, it's Kenya. Let's see. Hey, Jennifer, I'm on Facebook and the live is working. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Like last Friday, we was trying to connect with Facebook. It's going crazy. So for the guys on the group, on Facebook group, we're looking for alternative to keep up with you guys. He wants his jewelry bags. I don't know. I understand that if the ring was really, really expensive, like it was a $3 million proposal, something like that. I was reading in Vogue magazine today. I'm like, what? Who spent $3 million? Oh my God. Controversy is like riding a dead donkey. You never get anywhere. That's what I'm saying. It's, guys, we're reading faces. We are profilers. We don't get personal opinion about people that we don't know. I will never forget when he grabbed the mic. I don't remember that one. What was that?
Yeah, it was. They were on. I don't know. I don't remember. It was an MTV award or something. I just saw the video on Monday, and the one he won the award. It was. I don't remember that girl. She's a singer, but at the end she grabbed the mic and said, "You know what? Thank you, but you." Another girl said, "You should be the one to win this award," and everyone go like,
He says or she says.
He was the one to take off the micro of the girl and said to, you know what? Yeah, thank you, but I think the wife of JC, I don't remember the name of the girl.
Of Beyonce.
Yeah, Beyonce, and say, Beyonce, you should want this award.
Well, like, we're gonna understand at the end why he does what he does. Garden Girl says, Kenya. Elizabeth says, you are on Facebook. Thank you. I need to refresh my page. Carolyn says, wonder what their prenup says. Oh my God, That prenup is bigger than the Bible. Believe me, these
Yeah.
two must have signed a really big prenup. She was married 3 times. The first one
Mhm.
when she was a teenager, and the dad get her out without problem. The second one, remember,
Second one.
was a huge fight.
Yeah.
His smile looked forced. We're gonna talk about that. Carolyn says Taylor Swift
Yeah.
is the
Taylor
one. The
Swift.
one.
Yeah. She was the one. Yeah. Yeah.
Christine says the one like, oh, we have a really educated on gossip team. Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Glowing Amber says Kenya told Taylor Swift Beyond should have gotten their word. Like,
Mhm.
yeah. Hey Matt, nice to see you here. I like the razor blade graphic. Got to be a reason someone choose it. We should says we choose that.
Okay, you can say it.
No, you say it. You choose it.
Yeah, I choose that one because that's the thing that I think it represent everything. So yeah, I choose that one.
Okay, guys. We have a lot of comment, but I like to keep going because it's 10 minutes. So guess who I don't trust in this picture? And we're gonna go essentially 100% in face reading profiling. Again, you can agree or not, don't agree. What we are not gonna be admitting on any of these lies is to be disrespectful to other people's opinion. Be respectful on the things that you think that we do or not, because we try to be as respectful as we can with you guys. So respect. This is a entertainment educating space that we do 2 times a week, and we put a lot of effort. Carolyn says the strange basketball player, she did nothing for his career. They were married only like 72 days, no?
72 days. Yes, it was a record.
Yeah, I think my apples stay longer in my fridge than the second marriage she has.
Yes.
You need to be careful. And by the way, why you need to be, I think the only justification to get married, if you plan to have kids beside that, you can do a trust or will. It was you, Susan. Elizabeth, about the race or not? Nope, was Elba. People think the Elba is the nice one. Like, yeah, you need to be careful. You should know Elba a little better. We have a meeting with Elba and Perry and myself, and Perry was like, "Huh, look at you, Elba. I never would have suspect you that way." Surprise was you choosing the razor blade, Elba. Again, do not underestimate Elba's smile, because she can be a razor if she wants to. Actually, she's the person that I check when I have doubts about a face. Okay, let's start it. But before, again, I keep saying this. Complicated personalities and face reading. This is going to be a webinar intro that we're going to be doing next Tuesday, March 16, 8 p.m. And a longest class about things that you can read on the face, who can determine whether a person have complicated personality, from level of stress, from levels of danger, when they are aggressive, when they're disconnected with reality. And what complicated personalities. People is going through a lot during the last year. I was checking on my calendar, and a year and 3 days ago, that's where I left my house in Chicago, and I moved to the forest, and I haven't lived in the place, and it's crazy. And not everybody's doing well with the pandemic. So I would say, if you want to know how they won the IG Nobel Prize related to eyebrows and narcissism, please do not miss it. You can go to where the banner is saying humanbehaviorlab.com/webinar, or you go into Human Behavior Lab. I'm sorry, I'm getting a change of season, and kind of my nose is running. Go to humanbehaviorlab.com, and you can go to the bottom of the page and you can find the information. Now, If you want to know the webinars that we have done and you miss it, you can still buy it. You can go to Human Behavior Hacker School. It's the same place where we have all our classes. And again, humanbehaviorlab.com/webinar is where you can register. Carolyn says, I would love to move to the forest. Believe me, it took me 2 years to find this house. And I came on a Sunday, 11 o'clock. By 11:15, I put my offer. 25 days later, I moved. And I do not regret it. I live on the forest.
No.
My backyard is the reserve forest. And I live 1 block away from the beach, so I can open the windows and smell the... It's funny. Here in Indiana, in Indiana-Chicago, we have a beach that is from the lake. So you don't have sharks because I'm afraid to sharks.
Yeah.
Seen Kenya in an Oval Office. 2, he has out of control. Let's see what happened here. Again, I don't want to give it away. Remember, we are live every Wednesday and Friday at 4:05 p.m. Next Wednesday, we're going to be live at 5 p.m. I'm taking a class, and the class finished at 4:15. So we're going to be live at 5. We're going to keep talking about amazing women who make history, and we're going to be talking about Coco Chanel. And I need to talk about an indulgent. I do have a Chanel jacket that I'm going to be wearing. I think I did Coco Chanel only to wear that jacket. So Kim and Kenya, Kardashian West. Let's start. Kim Kardashian, the ladies first. Kimberly Noel Kardashian was born. We have a misspelling.
Okay, yeah.
No, she won a lot of things, but she was born on October 21, 1980. Daughter of Robert Kardashian, O.J. Simpson attorney. That's the reason that the Kardashian last name was well known. Model, businesswoman, actress, producer, and stylist. She started working on organizing closets for famous people, including Lindsay Lohan and Nicole Richie. And most people doesn't know, but she was the right hand of Paris Hilton. And look how ended up. Kim Kardashian ended up more famous than Paris Hilton. In 2006, she started a company called Dash Closet Organizing. On 2007, she started her reality show Keeping Up with the Kardashians. In 2010, she became the highest paid reality show star, getting $6 million on each season. In 2013, she released a game for Android and iPhone called Kim Kardashian Hollywood. I didn't know. 2014, she was the voice, the role of an alien and American Dad. In 2016, she got paid for any social media post she made. Good for her. 2017, launched KKW Beauty and KKW Fragrance. She appeared in the film Disaster Movie, Deep in the Valley, and Temptation. I didn't know that she did any acting thing. She got married 3 times. Damon Thomas, when she was a teenager, she apparently ran away and eloped.
I think she was 20.
20, yeah.
I think she was.
And again, was like 3 months relationship and they get divorced. The second marriage, Chris Humphries, they stayed together for 72 days. And Kanye West, we don't know what is going to happen right now. This is Kim Kardashian in 1994. You can see the round face and you can see the crooked tooth that she fixed later, but that are the perfectionist part. Why don't you tell us, what do you see in this picture, Elba?
You know what? The one thing that got my attention, it was her proxemic, because she tend to put more distance between her and people. She has her own space. And another thing that it's her eyebrows. They change, because if you can notice, the eyebrows were like thin, meaning that it's coherence with the crooked teeth that she makes so perfectionist, and she tries to to do things without having any mistake, so she cannot regret it.
Angelina says she looks so different but still beautiful. Yeah, but she did some things on her face that I wouldn't advise to do, and it has to do with the wrinkles and the way she managed her wrinkles on her face.
Yeah.
Caroline says if it wasn't from Paris Hilton, she will be nobody. You know what? Sometimes people come to your life for a reason.
Yeah.
Glowing says, what do you think about Kim becoming a lawyer? I understand that she is not becoming a lawyer. She's becoming what is between a lawyer and paralegal.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think that she is becoming a lawyer. She's been talking about it, and the rumors that she is dating a politician, and that's the reason she is going to law. But again, they're rumors, and we are not people who are on the rumors. We're on the facts. She's unrecognizable. Like, yeah, Billy. That's what
Yes.
plastic surgery does, and to be extremely self-aware about you. I agree with you. The upper lip changed a lot, and we're gonna see the
Yes.
nose change, the cheek
And the
change.
chin.
She she had like healer cheeks. She was like sweet girl,
Oh,
round face. The upper lip is changed, and the eyebrows. And one of the thing is on her personal life at the age of
I think 17, 18, something like that.
something like that, she was 15, 16 here. She started
Uh-huh.
things, but she didn't finish. She changed a lot her eyebrows. Her eyebrows is one of the things that changed the most before beside the warrior cheeks. But
Mhm.
she had the warrior cheeks actually when she was a kid. So she was born from two warrior people. Her father and her mother were fighters. Actually, her mother is the one who managed the business. Chapeau. I don't know. I don't agree or disagree with the way that she does things. But at the age of 50, she built an empire and get her daughters get paid $6 million for each season of a show. Then I personally don't watch, but if somebody
Me
pay me
neither.
six, somebody get me a deal of $6 million to show what going on in my house. I don't think anybody want to watch it, but it was great business get done. Her nose might be different too, like, yeah,
Yes.
she is. I like him follow her mom's footstep now, is following her dad footstep. We don't know what is going to happen because with these people, I don't know, it's one day is white to tomorrow is black is one of the things, and I don't follow gossip.
Yeah.
Caroline says I also like they all got their chin done too. Kyle especially. Kyle is the small one, no, the youngest one. That girl
I
in
think.
one point was like, we should read the four sisters, and like we don't have enough time to spend on the youngest one.
Oh,
That girl
no.
is no way to be recognized. Now, remember this round face on the 1994. This is her 14 years later. You would say this is the same person? Nope.
No.
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 Now, see the eyebrows. She have a really good BS filter.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the scatter, and she started growing her eyebrows. In this case, I don't think they're microblade. At this point, I
Me
don't
neither.
think she started microbladed because you can see the hair. So she started being more consistent for what she start to the end, and you can see there her warrior cheeks getting more profound, more defined, and her face start get elongated.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened with the chin?
Ha, the chin change. It turns bigger because she had a small chin and it start getting it bigger. And I think in that point, I think it's kind of pointy chin.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that. Elizabeth says Okay, Elizabeth, I could. Elizabeth said she looked the same. She lost weight and her face is slimmer. No,
No.
believe it or not, my face is slimmer now than I gained weight during COVID
Mm,
than before COVID.
mm,
It has nothing to do. Her face get elongated.
mhm.
We're not talking about that her face get skinnier. Believe it or not, your features and your face do not change when you lose weight.
No.
Uh, Thomas Kraft says, baby, I got a plan. Run away as fast as you can. Thomas, we know who you are and we adore you. You always bring the weird things. Eyebrows. Yes, eyebrows change. Uh, good call. Yeah, Billy, the eyebrows change a lot. Cheek implants. I don't know if at this point she did fillers or cheek implants, but we're not talking about the thing that she did surgical. It's the meaning they have, those things that you do in your face. Because remember, we have three faces: the one that we was born, the one that life give us for accident or things who happen to us, and the one that we made for ourselves. So it's always
Mhm.
a reason we do something in our face. I saw my neighbor today. I ran away from her at full speed. She's more frightening than Kim Kardashian. Thomas, we're talking about the Kardashians. Carolyn says she's only 5 foot tall, so her bum must be really close to the ground. Oh my God, guys, you're on fire today. She got her teeth fixed. Yeah, she got her teeth fixed, but you know what? They're still big. The two
Mhm.
frontal tooth
Okay.
are bigger than the rest
Mhm.
one. That means that she is stubborn, and whatever she proposed to get done is gonna get done. Elizabeth says, my face looked completely different from 2017 and now. Yeah, because we change, we grow, and we evolve.
Yes.
Can you put the pics side by side? Yeah, we're going to do that like we always do at the end. What part of the eyebrows is the BS filter? Okay, we're going to tell you. You see the scatter hair here on the front?
Uh-huh.
These are called the BS filter. If you check Elba and I, we have the scatter hair on the front is like
Mm.
really up instead
Like,
to go around with the eyebrows. So
no.
if you have this hair that is like pointy, do not
Mhm.
touch it because that is your BS filter. This is one of the few pictures that we find out we can see the ears. She have a small ears and high, meaning that she's extremely visual and it shows and absolutely everything that she does, and she processes information really fast.
Mhm.
Believe me, she is not dumb. She knows what she's doing.
Yeah. And you know
This
what?
is
That's why she's good making when she start doing her organizing closet. That's why she became so good on that because she's visual. She knows what things can go and I when I was looking and research for the things of her, they say that she was so good on that, even though she start putting like, you know what, this clothes is not for you, doesn't fit for you, so you have to take it out of your closet. So yeah.
yeah, she start organizing other people
Mhm.
clothing and tell them what they work or
Mhm.
not, and she launched
Mhm.
clothing line with her sisters. So
Yeah.
this is 2008. This is 2018.
Mm.
Now we have microblade eyebrows. That doesn't
Yeah.
change the fact that the eyebrows are different. That's what I'm saying.
So
The eyebrows are sister but not twins. And in this case, that's when we start seeing the difference. What is the personal eyebrow telling me, and what is the business eyebrow telling me, Elba?
okay, the personal eyebrow are telling us that she became a person that it's like more facts and data. She needs like she's more concentrated on that. And on the other hand, the personal the business side, it's going to be more like more knowledge, more research things, how she can make it different.
Yeah, people start talking about like, guys, again, my apologies, but I will not gonna go to
The
the
worst
show
part.
part of this, because I want to be respectful. I don't know them. We read in their faces, but you have all the right on the world to have your opinion, and we're not gonna censor your opinion because the show is for everybody to participate. Um, the proxemic change too.
The proxemic
Like
change too.
the proxemic on her business side, she started getting more distance. One of the things that I read is one of the advice her mother gave her when she started getting too exposed with things is like, remember, until it's not signed, until it's not done, until you're not sure it's going to happen, do not open your mouth. Put more distance between you and people. So it makes sense that her proxemic on the business side is higher than the personal. She become more in close with her family. She become more near to the family and start getting external people away from her. And that's when she start having babies. So she start more getting onto the family side. But you see the nose, how it changed?
Oh my God, the
Obviously,
nose is crazy.
the nose is like she
Mhm.
did the nose, she did the lips. I remember reading that the first time that she did Botox was she was only 30, and she was complaining that one of the things that's freaking me out, she doesn't have any wrinkles. Wrinkles
No.
has to do with empathy. So if you erase all the wrinkles who make you empath, there are studies showing that when you don't have wrinkles to show that you're mad or you're happy, your
Mhm.
kids start having problems because they cannot correlate your words with the expression of your face. So when you try to erase your age, actually you're erasing your emotions. All the emotions happen on the eyes. So I don't have anything against Botox. I always says I do it on the middle because I have these two lines that are really deep and I look like mad all the time. But I don't take my CrossFit because I want to people to know that when I'm really happy or I'm really mad, so I don't touch it. But she doesn't have. And other thing is she's optimistic. She always thinks that she's gonna be landing on her feet. Her eyes are up, her
Mhm.
mouth is up. Even she's more straight than up. But one of the thing is she's optimistic because she's always landed
Mhm.
on her feet. She thinks that she's gonna be keep landing on her feet. Doesn't mean it's gonna happen. It's the perception that she have about herself and everything who happened around her. This is today. She look a little more natural, less produced that the person that was 2 years ago. And
Mhm.
that is when she started working more on the legal side and her eyebrows change again. The
Yeah.
BS filter get a little more retouched. I think she fixed it, but her personal eyebrows got rounded and his business side get more pointed.
Mhm.
What do you mean?
She start getting more like we talked before. She start getting more to her family and her kids and because she had 4 kids, so she had to deal with that. And in the business side, she started looking for things that she can do, but not because it was an idea, it because she researched on that, and she's making the research and her homework to make new things.
Billy says her facial proportion changed the three regions. Billy, you're right. And
Yes.
that's where we're going to tell about the three regions of the face, thinking, feeling, and doing. Why it's one of them, then we trust the less because has to do with how they think,
Mhm.
how they feel, and how they act. Based on face reading, we're not going to make any comment related, but Billy, you are on the right side. her lips get injected. Yeah, get injected. But she get more like Cupid bow. You're
Yeah.
gonna see what is the Cupid bow you see here.
Hmm.
And by the way, these are secret lines. You see where they finish,
Yeah.
and
They're long.
she have more secret lines on the business side than personal side. I would like to be a mosquito and go out there and see what happens.
And you know
Uh,
what? I can see another thing on her lips, even though her lower lip is protruding, it's more protruding than the upper one, meaning that she's not talking about feeling. She talks about the external things. She's more persuasive, and but she doesn't talk about feelings.
yeah, if she need to choose between talking about how I'm feeling and how I'm doing, she's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be more how I'm doing. Even though
Mm-hmm.
people think is an emotional person, I would
No,
say the lip says another thing. Another one, she started getting jowls.
here.
And I know women hate when you tell them that you have jowls, but she's a 40 years old woman who have a voice on the media, and
Mm-hmm.
she started showing that when she talk, she's
Everyone.
present. I saw the interview he did with Larry King about his new project, and just happened that jowls start happen when she start working on this new project. Now you're gonna see both proxemic are getting shorter, and you're gonna see the eyelids. She's like not too clingy, not too independent. I want you to be paying attention to me, but not too much attention.
Not
I
too
need my
much.
space.
Mhm.
I have two cats, and I can sometimes I need a space in my bed. I cannot imagine to be married with four kids. Elva,
I
you
know.
have two.
I
You
just
have
have two,
two.
and it is crazy. Believe me, it's like my husband, my two girls. It's like, yeah, it's crazy, and sometimes
She
that's
have
why
a
I
lot of
love to
help.
work.
She have a lot of help, but I cannot imagine to having four kids running
No, no,
away.
no,
Like no,
no, no, no, no, no.
too much. Okay, so somebody asked for the before and after. Elva,
Okay, let's start with the things here. Let's start with the eyebrows. The eyebrows change, even though the shape of the eyebrows, the proxemic, the height of the eyebrows. We have another thing, the chin. The chin is one thing that makes me like wow, because she changed from rounded to pointy and to small to big. It's like, yeah, for me those and even though the
do you
cupid bow
think that
that we
she
were
have
talking,
a bigger chin before and a small now, or vice versa?
vice versa, she had before she had like small. What do
Hmm.
you think? Why we don't measure?
I think the proportion has to do with the rounded face,
Okay,
and
yeah.
we're gonna see the proportional. But yeah, the eyebrows used to be straight. Now they're round.
Mm-hmm.
Both were straight. Now she's more rounded, and here is pointed. Point one, two, three. You can make a triangle. The
Mm-hmm.
proxemic change it. The warrior chick get more protruding, more exposed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know that she grow longer and her face change it. Like you change from 15 to where you are 50. But believe it or not, I see pictures that when I was 15 and now, and there are things that didn't change.
No.
They haven't changed. Like my warrior chick get more like protruding, but I have those, and I didn't believe it. I was reviewing pictures and organizing my closet, and I found a picture when I was 15. I'm like, oh my god, I was a biatch since I was young. Carolyn says, uh, do you think they are really that close as a family? It's any family really close or distance. Every family have things going on, so
Yeah,
we don't know what
it
happened on the
depends.
back. When you're working with your family, are more prone to have conflict. Every family working together has problem. Elizabeth says, I think her chin changed because she lost weight. My chin changed, and I'm because more pointy. My cheeks were more pronounced too. I do not agree with that, Trish. Has nothing to do with
No.
lost weight or gain weight. I know people who change and along their face when they gain weight. Again, I'm 10 to 15 pounds over my weight, and my face is more along than it was when it
Mm-hmm.
was skinny. I
Mm-hmm.
used to, in some point of my life, I was double zero, like that, how skinny I was, and my face was completely round. If you approach face reading based on if you gain weight or lost weight, you're missing the point here. That is how your features change. Um, Says it doesn't look like the same person. No, it doesn't. We're
No.
talking about between 15 to 16 to 40. But again, do you see any wrinkles?
Nope. I don't see it.
Uh, it says the distance between the nose and the lip is more now. Yes, it is. And we're going to show, and we're going to show at the end with both of them what that make the difference. And okay. We should go on Michael Jackson changes over the years. Can you imagine? Like, we don't have enough time in an hour to go over that. She have liposuction on her face. Maybe, no idea. My Kari opinion, she wishes she was Cher. You will hope having children may have changed her obsession, but not. Again, I'm not a therapist. I don't know her. We're reading the changes on the face. My concern is that she doesn't have any wrinkle who has to do with empathy, who shows that she's happy. I even watch videos where she's smiling, and we were looking for pictures. And if you look for a picture on 2000, like you see, even in 2008, she was smiling. And is the worst part is a real smile. I can
Yeah.
see the real smile on the eyes for how they're cricket, the crinkle on the base of the inner counter, but you don't see any wrinkles that show it.
Nope.
So be careful when you overdo the Botox and erasing the things that make you happy. You can get depressed if you don't see the wrinkles that make you happy on the mirror. Now, this is the proxemic, the symmetry. Now, do you see the same person?
I don't think so.
No. I'm going to take this one and I'm going to take the responsibility. Remember when we're talking about the witches of Disney?
Disney.
That how danger is to have a pointy down nose and a pointy small chin? Well, that is on her personal life. On her business life, she's a bulldog. She knows what she wants and she want to get it. Doesn't matter what you get onto her. You can see the pointy eyebrows and the round eyebrows on her personal life. Elba?
Yeah, I agree with that. It's crazy how her face changed since external and personal. Even though the ears, they are different too. The mouth is incredible. If you see in the external, she has more. Her mouth is bigger, so she talks more. But in her personal, she talks less. And we can notice, like, with a huge um, thing, the secret lines in both
Yeah.
sides.
Remember when we talk about the Edinburgh study and we talk about the Edinburgh
Mhm.
University who did a study and different public personas about the
Mhm.
symmetry on the face. And when they found more than 10 or 15 symmetries, is a person who is not stable. How many asymmetries you find
Wow.
on her external life and a personal life? And I'm going to ask you guys to tell me. We can see the chin, we can see the
Uh-huh.
lower lip, we can see the upper lip, we can see the
The no.
nose, we can see the eyes, we can see the eyebrows, we can, oh, sorry, my finger. We can see the ears. We can see the forehead. So she have a better plastic surgeon in the personal. I'm sorry, but that is a good one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Because the person that is the person that I see on the personal life is not a person that I would like to have around me. Carrie said, hello, I will have to watch Third Layer. Glad to see you ladies. Hey, Carrie, how you doing? I haven't seen it forever. Pointy chin is a sign of controlling behavior. Like, yes, you're right.
Yes.
And that you are extremely, extremely bad with feedback because you take everything as a criticism. Again, it's a reason the witches of Disney and the witches in every cartoon, you're going to see it that have the features than you can see in this picture. Now, if you tell me this is Kim Kardashian, I would tell you, if I don't know face reading, I would tell you, you don't have any idea what you're talking about. So we're going to do this. This person is this person. Can you see all the asymmetries? Hairdresser says, no empathy line also is a pointy toward or narcissism. We're going to be talking about eyebrows and narcissism in a special class. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a psychiatrist or psychologist or a therapist. So I cannot diagnose or talk about narcissism. I can tell you what the DSM-5 says what is narcissism, but it's not an opinion that we can give because that will be crossing the boundaries on the knowledge that we have. Sorry if that doesn't answer your question. So, hey, Shirley. Hello, everyone. How you doing? So, again, do you see how many different, I don't know if you notice how different is the nose, the pointy nose, the whole of the nose, at the group of the nose?
It's the pointy.
It's completely different.
Just in the nose, we have like 4 difference.
Yeah. And the distance between the eyes is different too. And the shape of the eyes. On the external wall, her eyes are like pointy up. Always up, always up. On her personal life is more like in the middle. It can go wrong or can go right. Okay. Oh my God, again, we are in 50 minutes. Okay. Mr. Kanye West. Kanye Omari West was born on June 8, 1977, rapper, record producer, and politician. I didn't know he was in politics. His parents get divorced when he was 3 years old, and he was raised by his mom. He started working as a producer, making beats. In 2001, he made beats for Jay-Z. In 2002, he had a car accident and almost died in this car accident. In 2004, he released his album called The College Dropout, Album of the Year. In 2007, his mom died from a plastic surgery. So how crazy. That's crazy. Anyway, he has 10 albums and collaborated with many others. He won 21 Grammy Awards. In 2012, he started dating with Kim Kardashian and got married in 2014. I understand after they have the first kid. 2020, he's gonna get divorced. We think that maybe, we don't know. Okay, let's see. She looked like Janice Dixon on A Good Day in External. Elizabeth, you says, can we see the slides? Not sure what you're talking about on that. Okay, let's move forward. This is Kanye West when 1995 that we trying to look for pictures on similar times. One of the things that I like when people smile, show where their gums and show where the upper tooth and upper teeth. What do you mean?
They mean that they are givers. they care about you, so they're going to give you to make you feel you are comfortable, you are protected. So they give more than they received.
Yeah. Another thing, you notice when we show, and we're gonna show both next to each other, uh, that her nose is smaller, and the nostril are smaller, but
Yes.
he had big nostril and big
Yeah.
lower part of the nose. And pay attention to that, because it has to do a lot and how we take care of the people that we love. What
Hmm.
else you can tell me about Kenya?
I can tell you about the eyebrows. I like the eyebrows because they are like even in they are he in that time he was faxing data. Give me the bullet points. I go with that. And I start things and I finish.
And he have a small chin for the size of his
Really small
face.
chin. Yeah.
He have a small chin, but he always keep the big lips, meaning that he express what he think and what he feel. Matt is asking, how do you
Yeah.
account for the graphic artists that alter photos when placed in publications? Uh, that is the reason why it's so difficult to work with a public persona, because they alter. So what we did, duh, my brain still need to recover. We went to the videos. There are less probably to be altered, but what they do in Photoshop, like no model. If you see most of the model that
Yeah.
are appearing in picture in magazines before and after Photoshop, I have a really good friend that his specialty is to retouch pictures for magazines. It's crazy, and I see the originals. I see him work, and when I see the things they can do, um, he took a picture of me and make me look like another person, and he did like 3 points and changed completely in my face, and says, I can polish this picture, nobody's gonna recognize you. Was crazy. uh is his front teeth round on the bottom? Yeah, they're rounded on the bottom. Billy says small ears. Yes, Billy, good call. He have a small ears. So I think that we lose Elva on the internet again. So he have even eyebrows, straight eyebrows, meaning the facts and data, is small ears, but high ears too. Kim have the same. So we have similitudes on there. This is 2003. He's still showing gum when he's smiling, and people think that it's a fake smile, but that's the way he smile. You need to look for the baseline and consistencies. You cannot put your personal bias. One of the reasons that I watch things about them without audio is because I don't want to have any bias when I read them. I have been working with lawyers, and I've been working on cases, and I never met the lawyer in person. I never met the people involved in person. I read them. I read the statement. I can determine who is maybe deceiving, where the lawyer need to come back, and the name of the people and the cases are blocked, so I don't know what we're talking about. Why? Because less I know, more objective I can be on the reading and the profiling that we're doing. And every profiler is the same way. Now, when you do interrogation, you need to be careful too, because if you have too much information, your own persona can change the perception. If you go into a room thinking somebody's guilty, you're only going to be looking for things who show that the person is guilty. So you need to be careful when you're approaching someone thinking already what that person is going to be. Chin look much larger. Yeah, good call, Glowing. The chin change is one of the things that change the most. And we're going to see, like, we see the change, the chin. He become this small chin, like I'm afraid to talk to, start getting a bulldog. But the things that didn't
Yeah.
change in his face are the cheeks, the energizer bunny. This guy can keep going and going and going. and
Mm-hmm.
his smile and
Never
his
stop.
thicker lips, and you see the white of the nose. If you're looking for someone who's going to take care of you no matter what, and you're looking for somebody who always going to get all the family under the umbrella, look for this nose. This guy
Yes.
knows the value of the family and the treasure of the
Mm-hmm.
family.
And he's going to protect them and support them.
Yeah.
You know what? Another thing we can see here that got my attention when I was reviewing the presentation, the ears.
Mm-hmm.
We said that he has high ears and now he's low ears.
Yeah. You see how ears can change? Now he have low ears, meaning that he taking more time to evaluate things, but he still have a small ears. Matt says using a video screenshot is a good idea. Yes, because it's less possible that it's edited. We have seen videos that have filters. Actually, Zoom, they have a filter who make you look better.
Okay.
So I have a friend who like, why are you looking so different? Oh, because I forget to put the filter. Oh, I didn't know that. Christine says left ear lower than the right. Oh, let's measure. No, actually,
I
it's the
think
angle of
it's
the picture. They're the same. What do you think, Alba?
uh-huh. They're the same. Yeah, it's the same. Both are the same.
Carolyn says
Yeah, and
maybe
that's
he's the
another thing.
better pat. I'm sorry.
That's another thing. When we start measuring things on the face, we have to make sure the angle of the picture. Because if we are not aware of that, we can change the reading.
Carolyn says maybe he's a better parent. That's what I'm saying. And like, do not buy what the TV says. Let's go to the facts and things that we can read. One of the things he have, first, he's self-made. He have a self-pat. He still have eyebrows that start and finish on the same length. So whatever he start, he finish. And he's really emotional. He doesn't have filters. I don't know if he review after what he says, but what I can tell you from this face, if I need to talk to this person, I wouldn't take anything personal, because probably 2 hours later is going to come back and says,
No.
I'm sorry, that was BS, I didn't realize. Then I say it. He's emotional and he talk without filters, and we're going to know how we can measure that. This is the 2013. We see that he started having a more defined cupid bow, and now we see the ears start getting higher again. So in 2003,
yes, that's why I point the ears, because
10 years later, he went from
the
and
ears
take
go.
my time to rethink. That was when he had the car accident that he almost died. Now, 10 years later, he is married, Kim Kardashian. He have I don't know how many Grammys. He's really well known. He started learning to process information faster. What else you can say?
I can say the self-will part is like wow. And you know what? He had another thing in this picture. He has a critical line. She's more aware what people are saying about him, and he needs more. It's not aware. He needs more recognition of what he's doing.
Yeah, let's see. Okay, people is this. He's definitely emotional. Charlie Thompson says. Cassie says. Carrie says left side, slightly lift on upper lip, almost hinting of the sneer smile. Maybe more of the micro expression. Is the way that he smiled when he's not showing her tooth. Her earlobes are attached. Like, yeah, he's super pragmatical. It's black and white. This guy doesn't have any gray on
Yes.
the closet. He did something with his nose. Nope. Actually, it's the angle.
No.
The nose is the same. What do you think, Alba?
Yeah, I think it's the same.
Carrie,
It's the same small white nose.
Carrie points something that we want to point. He have wrinkles.
Yes.
He owns his wrinkles. He couldn't be erased, but that's what I'm saying. Like, when you don't see any wrinkles, you need to be careful. He had empathy wrinkles. The wrinkles here.
Hmm.
He have wrinkles even slightly. You can see it. The wrinkles here, and he have
Uh-huh.
a really high self-well pat. Uh, Left eyebrow is lower. So he is more private on his personal life than his business life. What do you think, Elba?
Yeah, I think he's the same. He gave more. He cares more about his personal life. His personal life, but like he is a singer, a rapper, and everything. He give more space.
Okay, this is him today. Do you see what I'm saying? He didn't do anything with the nose. We're going to go to the other one, is the angle of the picture. So you see the size of that nose?
Yes, it's big. And you see the tip, the ball on the tip of the nose?
Yeah, that has to do with creativity. Now, this guy spent more money than money he made. And he's going to spend it on the people he loves. So I would say, if I need to pick one of them on finances, she's better with finances. I don't know, because she's better or the mother is better, but this guy made a lot of money, but spent a lot of money on the people he loved. That would happen when you have such a wide nose. And something that never changed. The upper lip becomes thinner. He stopped talking about feelings.
Yes.
You
But
see
he
his
still
lips?
is a giver. Mm-hmm.
You see the lips? The lips
Yeah,
get
his
thinner,
are thinner, the upper lip. Mhm.
but he never ever changed the way he smiled since he was 10 years old.
Yeah,
So when somebody
it's the
show
same
their
one.
gun when they smiling and they have this big nose, it's people who are givers. They take care about them. And look that chin. Oh my God, dude, you grow a big one. And that cheeks, this guy
Yes.
can go 19 hours without stopping for coffee. What else do you think?
Yeah, it's like crazy. You see again the ears, they change again.
Mm-hmm.
He tend to be more lower ears on his business side than his personal side. It's yeah. And we remember that he has
He's on
the
the
same height,
cusp.
but in this picture,
Yeah.
mhm,
He's on the
he can
cusp on,
navigate
like,
being like mhm,
he's in transition. Like, I get
mhm,
information, but some information I'm going to process fast and some information I'm going to take my time.
mhm,
But in his personal life, he's like going way faster. Now, oh my God, we are in an
mhm.
hour. Before
Yeah.
and after. Actually, he didn't change
Wow.
so much. He
Nope.
improved things instead to
Nope.
change them. We see the lips,
Yes.
we see the smile, we see the nose, we see the eyebrows,
It's the same.
we see the
Yeah,
eyes,
it's the same. It's the same.
we see the ears, we see the cheeks.
Yeah. The only thing that I can say is the chin. It's like
Oh yeah, grow. I would love to
seeing
grow that
his
chin.
yeah, it grows. Me too,
Uh,
because they're more assertive. Yes.
Carolyn says, I think he spent over $5 million in jewelry from King. Like, I don't have any doubt. This is the kind of guy that he love you. He's gonna give you the 2 kidneys if you need it. Mel
Mhm.
says, oh, I'm late. I'm so sorry, ladies. You can see the repetitions and all the channels. Larger top lip than bottom. On the last picture, actually, both lips are getting thinner,
Thin. Mhm.
meaning that he stopped talking about the things that are important to him. And you can see the teeth. Yeah, Caroline, they're the same.
Mhm.
That what I'm saying is, uh, you change your face with surgery. I get it. but you can choose what to change or not to change. He could have changed a lot of things in his face and he didn't do it.
Yes. No.
So the face you're showing me is the face I'm reading. Now,
Mm-hmm.
what do you think you want to show or express with your face is another thing. I
It's
actually,
different.
as a face read profiler, I don't care. I only read what I see.
We see. Yes.
This is the proxim the oh my god
The
the
external and the personal.
oh my god, I forgot
The
the
sides of the
symmetry. And if you pay attention,
symmetry.
the symmetry, it's not different. And I know it looked like a lot, but let's go for 4 parts so we can teach you how to read a face symmetry. Let's see the chin. You can see the chin is the same
Mm-hmm.
chin.
It's the
You
same.
can see the
Yep.
mouth
It's the same
is the
one.
same mouth.
The
You can see
teeth.
the nose. He give more on the personal side. It's a little asymmetry, but still it's not too much different. You can see the shiny on the top of the bottom. He's created
Mm-hmm.
in both. You can see the ears. They're almost no different. Now, you can see the forehead. He's way better managing his business than his personal life. Now, the thing that make the huge difference in this picture and they can confuse you and try to put the fingers is like try to cover the eyes.
Mm-hmm.
But if you cover the eyes, the rest of the face, I would say that he only have 5, maximum 6 point of asymmetry on his face.
I agree with you. Yes. It's not too. It's
Glowing
not
says,
too
are
different.
women more likely to get plastic surgery? Like, no, today everybody can have it. My girl, I work with someone who does Botox and fillers and for clients and things like that. And she says that sometimes he have more male clients than females.
Mm-hmm.
Good for him, and maybe he will be more stable away from Kim Kardashian. Again, that is a personal statement that I cannot say because I don't know. The only thing is about the eyes. On his
Yes.
personal side, he
It's
have
more like.
not a lot of distance between the eyes, so he pay attention to the details who has to do with caring about others. On his business side, he is more about the forest than the picture.
Mm-hmm.
Elva, what else you can say?
I can say that for me, the most thing that is coming to my mind is his eyes, because even though you can see the self wheel, the wheel pad, it's the same in both sides.
Yeah, because the one eye is set more apart from the nose. They look
The other.
different, but I need you to understand that we have less symmetry on this. Eyes closed on the personal side. Yeah, you got it, Garden Girl. You got it. Malin says, fall inside ears. No, actually, the ears are the same.
Oh.
You need to look on the general. Maybe they look different. Do you see any differences on the ears, Elba?
No, I look at the same. Even though both are stick out, it's like I don't see, and both are small. So yeah.
We need to understand. We're looking on the ears on proportion on the eyes. We're not looking for the Dumbo, okay? Proportional to his face,
No.
he have less symmetry. His ears stick out, meaning that he's thinking outside the box. Now, this taking longer than I expected, but now, this was my idea. That was my last slide, so I'm going to take up responsibility for this one. We have 3 zones on the face. Her zone 1, who has to do with thinking, feeling, and doing, are equal, meaning that what I think, what I feel, and what I should do are fighting all the time. So that's the reason the external influence of others change what she think all the time. Now, what happened with him, Elba? What are the zones that are conflicted, and why he's so verbal and he doesn't have any filter and he get in so much trouble?
Okay, let's start with here. He has the zone one, the thinking, and the doer. The
No,
both are. I didn't hear you. Sorry.
no, what I'm saying is what happened with him is he think about it. So his thinking and his feelings are in conflict all the time.
Because they
He's
are
a
the same.
doer. He go and do it. He doesn't think about it. It need to get done. He go and do it. But we need to think about feelings, and when he need to think about feeling and thinking, they have a conflict all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I think I should have done. I feel that maybe I think to do this. Make sense what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
You want to explain in another way so people who doesn't understand me can understand you?
Okay, let's start. It's like he is the kind of person that he's going to do it, but when he have to think and feel, it's like in the balance mm, and have the same weight, because he doesn't know how when to think, when to feel. So that's the conflict that he have. He's a doer.
But she have the same on the three areas,
Mm-hmm.
meaning that it's not a bad thing, but when she need to make a decision, she doesn't know if the brain, the heart, or the thing they need to get done. That's the reason her mom is such a good manager for her. And that's the reason sometimes she get in troubles, because she's impulsive, because her conflicts happen all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Now he get in trouble because he go and do it. Sometimes he doesn't think, like people says, he grabbed the microphone and says what he think. I'm
And
like,
that's it.
he didn't measure what he was saying. Again, I'm not defending anyone or justifying anyone. It's like when you want to know why people do what they do, look on the zones. Caroline says, Shaz shock value. Um, good shock value? I hope so. um, do you think him like his music? Again, I don't know any of them. I haven't met them, so no idea. I will like to be a mosquito sometime and get to some places to listen to things. But what I want to say is, like, we have a doer who have a conflict between thinking and emotions. What kind of personality we have? Somebody who talk without thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Because this has to do with the doing and the mouth. So maybe we're going to have someone who say what they think without filtering what they thinking.
Mm-hmm.
So before we pointing finger, we need to read the face, and we need to understand what everybody coming from, what they going through, and what's going on behind their life. Anything else, my business partner in crime, that you want to add? Because we are on an hour, 15 minutes. Is crazy.
No, I think it's that we have to know what, but this is what we see on a picture. This is what we see on people, on on the face of the people. So it's not giving judges or something. It's just what we see. That's the good thing of face reading. You read what you see, nothing else.
Yeah, that's the reason I cannot read my friends. And when I have a friend or somebody, then I know that want to get read, and says, I send the pictures to Elvin, says, oh, you tell me, because he or she want me to talk to about, and
Mhm.
what is the changes, and I cannot do it because I know too much about them and I don't want to be biased. And remember that we have many webinars where we teach things like this. And the first one has to do with ears, high and low. Then you can still get access to all ear to the webinar. The second one was lips, has to do with seduction and sexiness. And I think the next one we're
Yes.
going to be doing is eyelids, who has to do with
Yes.
your levels of intimacy. The language of negotiation was amazing. We have two hosted negotiators, and we went through a real hostage negotiation scenario, then I teach to hostage negotiator about language. Again, was 2 hours 40 minutes, and it's going to be up either today or tomorrow for purchase. Next one, Tuesday, March 16th. Please do not miss this one. Face reading stop being something that the Chinese and the Koreans and the Indians has been doing for 5,000 years. Now we're talking that another level of study of face reading, and now we can determine personalities, is going to be next Tuesday, 16. If you want to know about us, humanbehaviorhackerschool.com or humanbehaviorlab.com/webinars. I would say do not miss it. We have a lot of material in YouTube. If you don't want to miss the live, what you can do is like subscribe to YouTube on subscribe to us on YouTube, get the bell so you never miss one of our events. Let's see what says. Sounds like they need a marriage counselor with your information. You know what? I'm not a marriage counselor, but I'm happy to say that I have more than one friends who are still together because like she doesn't get me. He doesn't get me. Like, guys, let's talk about your ears, your eyebrows. I do a lot of training for counselors. And sometimes it's like, do you feel that he is not paying attention to you? Do you feel that she like, oh my God, how you know that? Like, guys, that is the start point. I do a lot of training for counselors. I'm not a counselor. Even though I'm an NLP certified, I should be able to do it. I don't do it. Glowing says, I love the information you ladies share with us. Thank you. Thank you to you for being here. And remember to register to YouTube so you don't miss any of the lives. And remember, Wednesday and Fridays, we are 4:05 p.m. live. Next Wednesday, we're going to be 5 p.m. My fault. I'm taking a class with my favorite teacher. I will not going to tell you who it is, so the other ones doesn't get jealous. And if you want to contact me or talk to me or ask me anything related what we do, Susan at humanbehaviorlab.com. Elva, if people want to contact you?
You can go with Elva at humanbehaviorlab.com.
Okay, so guys, was a lot of information. So the next time that you allow the media to manipulate the information, read their faces. I'm not saying either is good or bad, but remember, all these shows are super edited. My brother is a producer and he worked for HBO and do the Latin Grammys and things like that. My brother is a producer, so he tell me all the things, and he have done like shows like Bachelorette and things like that. And the things that he tell me they edit it and how they do it, we don't know the truth, what is going on. Just use this gift of face reading to start reading what we see and know what other people tell us. Information and knowledge is power, and it's a power that nobody can take away from you. Thank you, Billy. Thank you, Christine. Thank you, everyone. Do you guys have any other question? Elva, is something that I'm missing?
No, I agree with you. It's like if we have this gift, let's use it. Why? Reading people, but reading what we see, not what we hear about them. So it's going to be better in that way.
And by the way, how many times we says the first impression has nothing to do with you, but has to do with other people?
Yes.
Well, guess what? Harvard come back with a study saying that first impression has nothing to do with you, but what the other people like. One of the things that sometimes I find with academic, and my apologies for the ones who went through all the process, I haven't. I have certification, but not a degree, is that sometimes academia take longer to show what people like us see every day and every moment and every corner. So we are launching a membership, and we're going to be launching studies and videos. So stay tuned, because one of the videos that we're going to launch is all the complete study on Harvard. They did that the first impression has nothing to do with you, but with the emotional dictionary of the other person and how that work. By the way, that takes so much weight out of your shoulders. If you don't like me, great. Next, move on. And dating, personal,
Yes.
business, oh my God, they take so much away
And
from
everything.
you. My love, we have anything missing?
Nope. Thank you for everyone to be here, and thank you to you too.
Thank you for always being part of that and put out with this, because I didn't want to do the research. And Elba spent all week doing the research on them. And I didn't I didn't want to do it. I need to be honest. And because I didn't want to be biased either. So thank you very much for putting out with the Kardashians. Billy says, awesome that you are here. So people, see you next Wednesday, Captain, at 5 p.m. And we're going to be
Yeah.
talking about Coco Chanel and how
Yeah.
she changed the way we can express today. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.